Alright guys, we're back. More Fishelbrand. And I made quite a few changes to the deck. This is kind of like a complete overhaul of the main engine of the deck. And I'm going to go pretty in depth with how the deck works, so if you just want to see the matches you can skip ahead, but a lot of people have been asking for like gameplay tips and stuff like that, so we're going to kind of work through how this deck works, the sequencing and all the synergies in the deck. So if you're in for that, hopefully you are, you can watch. So what we did, we added cantrips. Preordain and Careful Study are the main addition to the deck, and we completely cut all of the rituals, no Cabal ritual, only 3 dark rituals, no Rite of Flame. And no Seething Song either. That does a lot. Number 1, it makes our deck just blue-black with a very light, we're actually splashing for Manamorphose, which is kind of funny. And then Weather the Storm 2, which you don't need until the end of the game, so if you have a storm count of like 20, you should be able to get an extra green. But we're essentially blue-black, splashing Manamorphose. And that lets us play Saprazzan Skerry. The problem with our previous deck is blue mana was always very hard to come by. So we're playing a lot of lands that add blue. In fact, every single land in our deck adds blue. So for Saprazzan Skerry, this card is extremely powerful if you play it turn 1. Especially with all these Chromatic Spheres, Stars, Preordain, and Careful Study. So the dream start of this deck is turn 1 Saprazzan Skerry, and either like double cast Preordain or go like Preordain Careful Study, double cast Chromatic Sphere and Star. That just puts so much into play on turn 1. And then turn 2, you know, maybe you play Ancient Spring, you can Preordain again. So Ancient Spring is kind of like the worst Saprazzan Skerry, but basically all of these cards let us cast Preordain and Careful Study before we try and go off. And that just improves the consistency of the deck significantly. You know, whether you're trying to find Rush of Knowledge or one of these creatures, it's just much smoother through the deck. The second is we went up to 4 energy tap, and we added Burnt Offering as well. I was against some of these cards before, and that was in the previous build, but if you commit heavily to these cards, they're actually very powerful. So energy tap is 1 mana, and it adds 7 or 8 mana. Most of the rituals we were playing before were 1 mana, and they added 2, maybe 3 if you had like a Thresholded Cabal ritual. So casting 1 energy tap is like casting 2 to 3 rituals in the other deck, and that just saves you cards, right? You only need energy tap into Chromatic Sphere, Rush of Knowledge to go off, whereas before you needed like Cabal Ritual, Rite of Flame, Manamorphose, and that's just so many more cards. So I think this card is excellent, and I think playing 4 is 100% correct, because having duplicates isn't so bad. We have 8 or 7 creatures, so finding 1 to tap is good. Along that line, Burnt Offering is actually insane as well. The dream combo is we cast energy tap, then we cast Rush of Knowledge, and then we cast Burnt Offering on the creature we tapped down, and then we add a bunch of mana. We use that mana. Notably, Burnt Offering can add red, so we can turn a single black into 8 mana, cast Manamorphose, add blue again, and keep going off. So it's really powerful. Yeah, and you just kind of, the sequence is Shambling Attendants, energy tap, Burnt Offering, Shambling Attendants, energy tap, Burnt Offering, and ideally that's how you turn through the deck. And that's only 3 cards, and that adds 16 mana. So like that's incredible. That's like a lot of mana. So the mana plan is shored up. Also, when we're comboing off, we have Preordain and Careful Study in the deck, so we can, you know, kind of dig for things we're looking for in the future. What am I saying? You can dig for combo pieces. Before we were kind of relying on like Faithless Looting and kind of just getting lucky. And Ideas Unbound, I really like that card, but it's super hard on the blue. And we really want all of our card draw to come from Rush of Knowledge. So Preordain digs just as deep as Ideas Unbound does for a blue less, which is really important. To kind of come up with that, we put Brainspoil in the deck. I was against this card. I think a lot of people commented like putting this in, and I was like, no, it's bad. But I think in this build, it's good because we have so much extra mana. Like we can go Burnt Offering at 8 mana, use 3 of those to transmute Brainspoil. The other 2 we can like Manamorphose, and then we cast Rush of Knowledge. For 1 card, we added 8 mana, tutored up Rush of Knowledge and cast it. So that is incredible. And then because we are playing Burnt Offering and all of these energy taps, our creatures are either going to be tapped or dead. So the Goblin Bushwhacker kill isn't really possible anymore, because if they have like 1 blocker, or if we've killed all of our creatures, then that's just a no-go. But this might actually be better, so I put in the Epicure of Blood Weather the Storm combo. This is better for a lot of reasons. Number one, we're playing Weather the Storm in the main. So against like burn or creature decks, you know, if we fizzle, we can just play Weather the Storm and have a bunch of big creatures in play and try and win that way. But also this gets around like all of the fog effects, like Tron, Flicker, the Stonehorn Dignitary. None of that bothers us anymore, and we can just win completely. The only thing that's really concerning is that this is a 4/4, so we die to like a turn 3 Scred if they have an Astrolabe in play, and we lose to Fire Blast from Burn. So there are some things we need to look out for, but against Burn, probably we just side out Epicure of Blood and put in like just try and Weather the Storm plus creatures. We'll see how it goes. Onto the sideboard. We've kind of completely reworked the sideboard because we don't really need to get through any creatures anymore. We're just killing them. So, and our mana is a lot better. So holding up blue for Dispel, completely possible now. So we can run 3 Dispel, 3 Duress, and 3 Red Elemental Blasts, mostly against Delver decks, because Spellstutter Sprite is kind of a problem. Spellstutter Sprite counters Burn Offering and Energy Tap. 1 Scattershot, this is probably not even necessary because if we have enough Storm, we should win. But I'm just going to see how this plays out. And then this is actually kind of important. We have 5 lands in the sideboard, and this lets us slow down our deck a lot. The problem with the previous build is with rituals in your hand, you have to play them to get the mana. So like if we keep an opening hand with like 4 rituals, no lands, we can't do anything. But these lands, they all tap for 2 mana. So they're like casting Dark Ritual, because this is 0 mana at 2. Dark Ritual is 1 mana at 3. So they're both plus 2 mana. So having a land in play is like having a ritual. So if your opponent's not killing you on turn 3, you don't have to go off on turn 3. So Sulfur Vent is an extra land, and then Khalni Garden is a way to play around edict effects like Diabolic Edict, Cruel Edict. It also is a blocker in creature matchups against like Boggles. If they don't have Trample, this can buy you a whole extra turn, and it adds mana on its own, right? You play it, you block, you untap, you have more mana. So if you want to slow down, you could like cut the Lotus Petals and Dark Rituals for lands and play the slow game. That also is better with like Duress. You can kind of set up, wait until you have like 3 Duress, a couple Dispel, and then combo off. Because we can side up to 16 lands, which is a perfectly reasonable mana base at that point. So that's kind of the deck. I'm going to go through some sequencing now. So if you want to see the matches, just cut ahead. But basically, the way this deck plays out is you want to fill your graveyard and then set it up so you have 2 blue and 1 black mana. And you can get that from Saprazzan Skerry plus Ancient Spring, which is why those are the 2 best lands. You get the extra white, that doesn't really matter. But turn 1 Saprazzan Skerry, like Preordain Careful Study, and then Ancient Spring, untap. Then you play Shambling Attendants for 1 mana, because you filled your graveyard. Then you energy tap the Shambling Attendants and then Rush of Knowledge. And then you just keep repeating that sequence over and over. So that's kind of the dream start, is these 2 lands. Sulfur Vent is also quite good. You can just tap it naturally for black. You don't have to sacrifice it, but you can also like sacrifice it and then Chromatic Sphere for black or Manamorphose. There's a lot of different ways to play this deck. So I think that's mostly the deck and how I've explained it. You'll see in the matches how it plays out differently. I still don't think this is optimal, but it's much closer and it fights through hate a lot better than the other version of the deck. Because we have more lands, so we have more keepable opening hands. Preordain and Careful Study help us find our sideboard cards better too. And because we only need a single mana to start the combo, if they counter one of them, it's not a big deal. Whereas like if our opponent counters our Cabal Ritual, we're down 5 mana and we've spent a bunch of mana into it, and that's kind of game over. So I think this deck is much more resilient. It doesn't care about fog, and it is really powerful. The one issue is this deck is even harder to play than the previous version because it's so reliant on finding like these key cards. In the other version, you can like play rituals in whatever order and maybe it worked out. Here, you really got to have, you know, blue, black floating at all times. You have to know when to cast Rush of Knowledge with a single black floating for Burnt Offering, or when to cast Rush of Knowledge with a single blue floating for Energy Tap. do a lot of math and stuff like that. So it's harder. It's much harder to play. So there's a huge learning curve here, but I think this deck is really good. See you guys in the matches. All right, Atax. We got a mulligan. That's unfortunate, but we get to get rid of Epicure of Blood. Okay, I'll keep this. It's got 2 lands. It's pretty hard to mulligan 2 lands. It's gonna be Stompy probably. Everyone's playing Stompy these days. Okay, well we get to play double Star and Sphere as well. So if we hit like energy tap, oh this is Elves. Elves is probably a better matchup than Stompy because it's I think like a turn slower. And we got a lot of mana, so that's for sure. Yeah, we just need energy tap and I think we can go off. Maybe hitting all the black mana is gonna be hard. We can go Chromatic Star for red, Manamorphose for double black. Yeah, maybe. This is a very slow elf start though. Okay, Lotus Petal. Play that past turn. And I'm going to tap this Skerry for mana. I feel like we have 2 more turns. It really depends on how many elves they play next turn. Because Timberwatch Elf does represent like a lot of damage. So if they like play the creature that can untap elves, this can hit for a ton. Or the guy that makes elf tokens. Yeah. This is attack for 6. This is hard. Okay, I folded 12. So at the very least they can attack for 9. So if they just play 3 elves, I die. No, they just play 2 elves because Lissalana. I feel like the odds of them playing 2 elves is very high, so I think we're gonna try and go off. There you go. Okay, let's do it. Sack, sack, sack. Let's cast Lotus Petal and use Lotus Petal for red. Sorry about the AC. Add red. Manamorphose for black, black. Okay. So now we transmute Brainspoil. Or, yeah, we have to transmute first anyway. For rush. And we sack this for black. Cycle Street Wraith. Shambling Attendants. Energy tap. Rush of Knowledge. Okay, we don't have a second rush. We can cycle a Street Wraith. Correct Chromatic Sphere for red. Then we Manamorphose for blue. Probably black. Because we need to find either energy tap or the card that brings stuff back from the dead. Or both. Both is good. So put on top. I think we can do this, right? We can play Shambling Attendants. Yeah, I think this should work. Down to 6. Or I can just play Gurmag Angler. That makes it even cheaper, right? No, because we can Chromatic Sphere now for blue. Yeah, okay. At blue, we play Shambling Attendants, energy tap, rush. Gosh, how have we not hit a burning whatever yet? Okay. So it's gonna add red. Manamorphose. It's going to add black, blue. Dark Ritual. This is super challenging. I need the card that gets creatures back from the graveyard. I think I have to Preordain into it. Or not back from the graveyard, sacrifices them. Yeah, I have to Preordain here. None of those. Okay, energy tap we can cast. Yeah, we can cast energy tap. So let's go Sphere. Add blue. Oh, good. Shambling Attendants is better. Then we energy tap. Now we Chromatic Star for red. Dark Ritual is perfect there. Okay, now we Manamorphose. I think we only need probably 1 blue, but we should hit burning whatever here, so we're going to do both blue. Cycle Street Wraith. Dark Ritual is very good. Rush of Knowledge. Wow, how are we missing so many times in a row? Cycle Street Wraith. There's Epicure. I think I have enough just to kill them. Chromatic Sphere. I have 5, 6. So I can Gurmag Angler plus energy tap if it would load. Gurmag Angler, energy tap. And then Chromatic Sphere for green. now we cast Epicure into Weather the Storm. Nice! Game 1 down! And our 3 burning whatevers. The card that sacrifices a creature, add black or red, are in the bottom 8 cards of our library. Sweet. Okay, playing against Elves. We could bring in Scattershot. Scattershot makes our deck, like if we end up burning our Weather the Storm, it gives us like an alternate win condition. But it seems like so bad in our main deck, so I'm just going to keep our configuration the same. Oh, no, they could bring in Weather the Storm, and that would just kill us, right? Well, I didn't have time. But yeah, if they Weather the Storm in response to our Weather the Storm, we actually don't have lethal. I'm going to keep this hand. This one seems good. I guess we just got to like hope that they don't have 2 mana up, because they're going to be tapping out every turn. If they're holding up 2 mana the whole game, we should be able to win anyway. Okay, I'm going to cycle 1 Street Wraith because Saprazzan Skerry would be pretty good here. Okay, we'll play Ancient Spring. I'm probably going to end up cycling the other Street Wraith. The reason I wanted to wait is if they have like Relic, and then they can like start exiling cards from our graveyard. That's pretty bad. Okay. Ooh, that's a good start for them. Okay, Preordain, show us a land. Yeah. Energy tap, Chromatic Sphere. Nope. Nope. Street Wraith. Come on, get a land, please. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Alright, well, it's a castable card, but I do not like where we're at all. Because we're at 12 now. And if they just play Lissalana Huntmaster, they can do a lot. 4 Street Wraiths on the top of your deck is not what you want to see. They attack for... Yeah, we might just be dead next turn thanks to... Street Wraith does have a cost. It's not usually a huge cost because you're not playing all 4 of them. But actually I think we were dead next turn no matter what happened, so I guess this could be worse. Alright deck, we need like Dark Ritual and some magic. This is way too many Chromatic Stars. Okay, I mean that's the start. So we're gonna sack this for blue. Then we Shambling Attendants. Then we energy tap. We just gotta hit off these Chromatic Stars, I guess. Red blue. Saprazzan Skerry. Okay. Let's Chromatic Sphere for blue. That's bad. Let's play Preordain. Double Manamorphose. Well, that gives us a lot of colored mana. So we can Chromatic Star for red now. So now we have to find a card to sacrifice Shambling Attendants. I'm on board with that. I think I want to lead with Preordain. Put that on the bottom, Rush of Knowledge on top. Okay, Manamorphose. It's going to be red-blue. No! Manamorphose. It's going to be black-blue. Burnt Offering. I guess we can Careful Study first. Discard U2. So I guess we just have to get lucky with this Burnt Offering. Right? Because I already play my Lotus Petal. Okay, now we need... Oh, I did already play the Lotus Petal. So I guess I have to Burnt Offering here. And then I just have to hit something off of this Manamorphose. Alright, deck. Manamorphose into the goods. Nope. And we're dead. Alright. Right? Yeah. I don't know. That was a tough sequence. We were so close to going off there, though. Okay, against Elves again. I think I just keep it the same. Just try and go off quickly. Yeah. But we get to be on the play this time. And we get to have this hand. This hand's very good. Get to Preordain. So against Elves, usually we can wait until like turn 4. And they've had like pretty quick draws. I mean, Elves usually does, but if they don't have like turn 1 Llanowar, which I would say it's like unlucky, but they have 8 copies of that with Llanowar Elves and Finhorn Elves, so I think it's quite likely that they're going to hit. Let's Preordain. So I don't think I like Lotus Petal, but I will keep Ancient Spring because now I can double Preordain. And I kind of want 3 lands because that's like a bunch of mana to go off with. Ooh. Alright, Relic is a challenge. We can beat a Relic. It's just not going to be easy. But if they kept this hand specifically because of Relic... Okay, yeah, I was like, you gotta do that, man. So that's kind of why we wait to cycle Street Wraith as well. Brainspoil is good. So what do I do here? I definitely play Sulfur Vent. I think I cast Preordain. Energy tap, so I don't need another Burnt Offering, but energy tap is very good. So now I just need to find a creature. Chromatic Star is actually a lot worse than Chromatic Sphere in this exact situation because our opponent can respond to the Chromatic Star trigger and exile our graveyard before we can cast a creature. So that's kind of a problem. But if their hand is this slow, we can just build up a hand, right? We don't have to go off yet. And that's kind of the downside of people who think their sideboard card is going to win them the game outright. Relic is fine. But, like, they're not providing a clock, so we can just keep waiting. I could even transmute Brainspoil right now. That would save me a lot of mana in the future. Yeah, let's transmute Brainspoil. And I'm going to do that by tapping this and adding black. Ooh. Alright, we can preordain next turn. Let's do this. Transmute. Grab Rush. Go. So now it's like, do they pop Relic this early or do they wait? Because if they don't pop Relic, then we have a graveyard. Okay. So if I can go off next turn, like if I draw a Shambling Attendants, I just go for it. Yep, we exile this. Preordain. Alright, I think I just cast a bunch of Preordains and set up. I'm not dying next turn. I don't want energy tap, and I feel like Lotus Petal is kind of bad too. Dark Ritual is good, so let's preordain again. Saprazzan Skerry, I want one of? Do I? I have 3-4 draw steps to hit a creature. I think those are good odds. Well, do I have enough mana? Because Sulfur Vent is 1 blue, and then I have all this nonsense mana, so Saprazzan Skerry, like, represents quite a bit of mana. I think I put that on top. Go. Okay, so I think next turn I'm dead. I think, right? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're holding up Relic this turn too. Double Rush. So, I'm definitely dead next turn. How do I play this? I think it starts by casting a Careful Study. No, it starts by cycling Street Wraith. I can't believe I have not hit one of my creatures yet. That's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Okay, we just have to go for it now. We're fully committed. Gurmag Angler, there we go. So we sacrifice this, tap this for a bunch of blue, sacrifice this, Dark Ritual. I think I kind of want to save Careful Study because I want all the cards in my hand. So let's just cast Gurmag Angler paying 1 more mana. Because we have like energy tap and all that. Okay, Rush of Knowledge, Dark Ritual. I guess I just Burnt Offering because I have 2 Burnt Offerings here. So we had red, black, red, black. It's 5 cards in graveyard. So now I can Chromatic Star to add some blue. And I can do it again. Nice. Then we play Shambling Attendants. Rush. Okay, I kind of want to find... Oh, we can go Burnt Offering plus Transmute. So we're going to cycle this. That's a lot of Shambling Attendants. So, Burnt Offering, sacrifice you. Add some red and then a bunch of black. Okay, Chromatic Star, some of this red into blue. Or black, I guess. We have so much black. Street Wraith, still at 6. Down to 4 is fine. Because now we can Transmute. Find a Rush. Cast a Shambling Attendants. Cast a Rush. Alright, Energy Tap. Yeah, that's it. Energy Tap, sacrifice this. A bunch of black. Now we Manamorphose. A bunch of blue. So there's Epicure. Let's cast Lotus Petal in case we mess up the mana. Manamorphose had more blue. And a green just in case I mess up. Blue, green. Sack this for blue. Shambling Attendants. Cast a Sphere. Energy Tap for more mana. Cast a Star. Cast Epicure. Right, they're at 23. They have no way to gain life. Yeah. Weather the Storm. Good game! That's how you beat Elves. Everyone makes me go through this because they like think I didn't count right or something. Nice. Got that round. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against General Scud. This is a mulligan for sure. This has energy tap, lands, Chromatic Sphere, so we keep. Let's keep, put Epicure of Blood on the bottom. So now we need to know we need to get to the bottom of our deck to combo off, but if we're comboing off big enough, we should be able to get to the bottom of our deck. No problem. Ancient Spring. Oh, I guess I should cycle Street Wraith first. Okay, Lotus Petal. Probably the worst card in our deck, but it's kind of necessary. It gives us outs to drawing mana when we have 0 mana. Blue-black. Oh, gosh. Okay. See, mill is kind of a big problem, because if they just mill Weather the Storm, now we can't win. Yeah, that's a big problem. Alright, Chromatic Sphere. And I want to play Sulfur Vent, that way we can Manamorphose next turn if need be. We have all the things we need, we just have to find one of our Delve creatures. So we kind of just wait for our opponent to tap out, and hope they don't mill over Weather the Storm. Okay, Burnt Offering was bad anyway, so it's better for us. Although, an alternate way we could play this game is let our opponent just mill us down, and then just hard cast all of our fatties for like 1 mana. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands, so I don't see a reason to go for it yet. So we're just going to go Ancient Spring pass. Get more mana. Because they probably could try and counter the energy tap. Lots. Vision's case. Oh my gosh, okay. Double energy tap. This is super sketchy, because we just have the one of Weather the Storm. So now opponent has to decide, do they tap out? The answer is yes. So if they've Dispel... Oh, okay. Well, we're definitely just going for it. We have 7 creatures we can hit, and they're tapped out. I don't see a reason to wait. Let's Manamorphose red this into blue. Preordain. Okay, there we go. And I kind of like Manamorphose on top as well. So let's Shambling Attendants. Energy tap the Shambling Attendants. Alright, I think we just got this. We can rush. Yeah, they're F6. Okay, Dark Ritual. Cycle Street Wraith. Cycle Street Wraith. Dark Ritual into... I guess we get red here so we can Manamorphose. No, let's get... Yeah, let's Manamorphose. Red. Manamorphose this for double blue. Alright, now we can Burnt Offering this. We can Shambling Attendants. Alright, this is working pretty good. We can now Brainspoil or Rush. Cast Rush. Dark Ritual. So we have Weather the Storm, but Epicure of Blood is on the bottom currently. Lotus Petal for blue. And I guess just cast a Rush again. Down to 12. Wow, still no energy taps. That's kind of crazy. Cycle Street Wraith. There's an energy tap. Alright, tap you for mana. And then start adding blue again. We just have to get to the last card in our library. So I don't think we need Rush of Knowledge anymore. We can just start preordaining. Putting you on the bottom, you on top for sure. This is going to add... I don't have any other Manamorphose, so blue. Alright, Preordain. Alright, there's Epicure. Bottom, top, Chromatic Sphere for green. Cast another Chromatic Sphere. No, we can just go off, right? We have 20 Storm Count, that's lethal. And Weather. Got him. Nice. I guess I'll put this in the mainstay here. Dead. Just letting it go, okay. I could have 6, but I'm always like slightly scared that I didn't storm out for enough. Alright. So, our opponent is on mill. Don't really know what to do here. Like, blue-black mill. I think I want more lands. I'm just kind of worried about Weather the Storm, you know? They're also playing Vision Skaze, which seems just like the worst matchup. I'm gonna see if I can find a list of what they play. There are none. They're probably playing Edict effects. They're playing blue-black. But maybe we just bring in a bunch of Dispel and Duress to combat that. Bring in Sulfur Vent. Cut the Dark Rituals because we're putting in lands. Bring in Khalni Garden. We can cut 1 Burnt Offering maybe. Actually, yeah, we have 3 Dispel. I want like 2 Duress maybe. 2 Duress. We can go down on Preordain. Oh, we can cut Lotus Petal, because Lotus Petal's pretty bad. I kind of want more Khalni Gardens too. We're going to play 62 cards, because they're playing mill, so like, playing more cards makes sense, I think. Alright, we're going to run it like that. Oh yeah, this seems good. Definitely keeping this. I think I'm going to start out with turn 1 Sulfur Vent Duress. Oh gosh, okay. It's always so scary. I mean, Thought Scouring Me in general is actually kind of good for me because cards in my graveyard are nice. Okay. Yeah, let's go Duress. Actually, there's no rush. We're just gonna play Scary. Pass turn. I want to Duress in the turn I'm going off. That way, if they have like Spellstarter Sprite here, they don't just get me. Yeah, because they just seem to be holding up a bunch of stuff, which never works against combo decks. You need some kind of clock. Sulfur Vent. Honestly, I'm just going to say go. I don't even want to cast Preordain yet. Every turn they don't use their mana is so good for me. And they only have 1 blue mana, so there's only so many counterspells they can have. Alright, so now we can Duress. Because I really do want to resolve this Preordain. Arcane Denial. So I draw a card. I can Dispel that. That seems pretty good. Alright, now we just Duress again. Because we still have Dispel up for next turn. And we're going to draw a bunch of cards. Opponent's really stuck on blue. So I can take 1 Dispel, and that leaves them with only a single Dispel. Which honestly doesn't even counter anything important in our deck anymore. So maybe I just take Jace's Erasure. They can have double Dispel, but that only counters my Dispel. And that's fine. Yeah, we take the Erasure, and we cast Preordain. And I want Ancient Spring. Do I want Manamorphose? I guess I'm going to draw it. I don't think I want Manamorphose. Put you on top. Play that, pass turn. Yeah, I don't think any of the relevant cards are instant, so double Dispel is like, sure. I will draw 2. Oh gosh. Alright, well, I think they're just dead. That's another black mana. They drew 2 cards, but we basically know their hand. Alright, I think that's game. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Shambling Attendants. Energy Tap. Rush of Knowledge. Cycle Street Wraith. Khalni Garden is pretty good, actually. So I kind of want to Manamorphose for some black. Yeah, alright, that's just game. We can Gurmag Angler. Energy Tap. Actually, I don't think I have to Energy Tap yet. I can Rush. Gotta make sure we draw. Alright, we win the match. Super game over. What were we gonna hit? Yeah, we have all these Chromatic Stars into another Rush. That would have been game. Alright. General Scud down. See you guys next round. We're playing against Proboscises. On the play is always good for us. This is actually kind of hard. So we need double blue for this hand to really get there. But I think I keep, because this has Energy Tap plus Brainspoil. We're like 1 card away from actually getting there. And I'm going to cycle Street Wraith, just to get a bit more information. It tells our opponent what deck we're playing, but that's not the end of the world. Could we go off next turn? I don't think so. Is this burn? No, it's Astrolabe. Okay. So we have a bit more time against Astrolabe. There's another Energy Tap. Well, we're definitely waiting, because we don't have a creature to play. Burning Tree Emissary. Interesting. Is this like... Oh, it's that deck. Okay. So they're not going to have counter spells. Dark Ritual. Alright, let's play Lotus Petal and pass turn again. Because right now we only have 1 draw to try and find a creature. There's 8 in our deck, or maybe 7. I don't remember if I cut one. So we're like really likely to hit one. John Hackblade. So this is... I think we're dead next turn. Definitely dead next turn. Alright, deck. Show me what you got. Chromatic Star. Well, it's now or never. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Sack this for red. Manamorphose. For blue. No, no, not like this. Alright, we're gonna go blue again. We gotta hit something. There we go. Shambling Attendants. 7 cards in graveyard. Seven. We got 7 cards in our graveyard. Okay. Now we energy tap. Brainspoil. Get Rush. Cast Rush. Ooh, that's a problem. We don't have black mana. Come on, deck. Black mana. No! Oh, how do we not have black mana here? If we had any colored mana, we would be able to win, but I think we just die. Because we could like Burnt Offering and stuff. Did I have too much blue? Maybe I should have cycled for black. Yeah, I think actually that was a misplay. If I had kept black mana instead of blue. No, I still couldn't have gone off. We needed the blue, but I can Preordain. Energy tap Sulfur Vent. None of those do it. I have to hit like a Chromatic Star. Another Rush of Knowledge. I'm just dead. Alright, we're gonna move on to game 2. Right? Yeah, I can't believe I didn't hit any Chromatic Stars. Did I exile one? I don't know. Maybe I should have waited. That was rough. So they're just aggro. I think we keep it the same. Definitely going first. This hand is great. I wonder what the odds of our whiff there were. Very, very low. Alright, Saprazzan Skerry. We're just gonna like completely change our hand here. Okay, Rush is good, so let's Preordain. I don't need another Rush, but I will take this other Preordain. Then I can Preordain, and then next turn I can double Careful Study. I don't know if I need this extra Manamorphose, but I do need a Chromatic Sphere to get black mana. Play the Skerry. Okay, opponent is Curd Ape. Just passing with green mana open, interesting. Okay, Brainspoil is bad, so we can discard that. Careful Study. We're trying to hit a third land. There's our third land. Discard Brainspoil, and I kind of need this Chromatic Sphere. Maybe I don't need Manamorphose, because I have Gurmag Angler Rush. Alright, we'll discard Manamorphose. Cast Careful Study again. Discard Street Wraith. Dark Ritual can help us cast Rush, right? That'll be 6, 7, 8 mana. So that's good. I guess I'm actually discarding Chromatic Sphere. Play Ancient Spring, go. John Hackblade, yep. Take 2. Okay, Energy Tap means I'm pretty safe. I could wait, but that just increases the chances of them like playing Molten Rain on the land or something like that. I have plenty of mana. I'm gonna go for it. Dark Ritual. Pop out the graveyard. Gurmag Angler. Energy Tap. Rush of Knowledge. Okay. Always suspect. Chromatic Sphere, gonna add some blue. There's another Rush. Okay, that's good. Let's Burnt Offering first. Send me a message. JD. I don't know what that means, but we're going off. A lot of black. Now we can cast another Gurmag. Rush of Knowledge. 3, 4, 5. Dark Ritual. Cycle Street Wraith. Alright, we definitely got this. Play Shambling Attendants. Energy Tap. I guess we can Brainspoil for another Rush. Cast Rush. Alright, alright. Now we're getting there. Cycle Street Wraith. We have another Energy Tap and 6 cards in graveyard. So let's sacrifice this Shambling Attendants. And then play another one. And then we can Manamorphose for some blue. No, I don't want green. Blue, blue. Energy Tap this one. Actually, I kind of want to save our blue right now. We can Chromatic Sphere. No, we got plenty of mana. Yeah, let's Energy Tap this. Manamorphose this into blue. Okay, we can Preordain. I don't need Lotus Petal, but I like Manamorphose. 2 more blue. Okay, Weather the Storm is just lethal, so let's go Chromatic Sphere. Add green. Play another one. I don't know. There could have some weird instant life gain or something. Cast all of those. Epicure of Blood. Weather the Storm. Got him. Beautiful. Okay. Game 3. Game 3 against burn, rush, something or other. I think again we just keep it with the main deck config. This is the fastest we can be. Okay, this hand, honestly it's really close. We have Energy Tap, Rush of Knowledge, 2 lands. I think I keep this, especially on the draw. I'm gonna lead on Saprazzan Skerry because I would like to cast some like Preordains and stuff. There you go. What more can I really ask for? So what do we want to hit off this Preordain? Chromatic Star into something else? Oh gosh, that's a good start from them. Double Burning Tree, huh? I think I have 2 turns. Another Energy Tap, right? Let's Preordain. I don't need another Rush. Do I want another Manamorphose? Let's see, they're hitting me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I only have 1 more turn. So Manamorphose fills our graveyard and draws cards. So I think I do keep it. We just play Sulfur Vent and then we try and go off next turn. We just need to find any of our 7 fatties. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. So they're hitting us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 2 draw steps to hit one of my creatures. So I think they can do 6 more damage. That would basically just be double Lightning Bolt. And the deck definitely plays Lightning Bolt. And they have 4 cards in hand. They also have the Haste Jund Hackblade. I'm gonna look at their deck list. Yes, they would just need double Lightning Bolt to kill us. And we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in our graveyard. I think I'm gonna just play Ancient Spring. If they have end of turn Bolt, untap Bolt, we can at least go sacrifice Sulfur Vent, Manamorphose into Weather the Storm. Yeah, this looks like another Bolt. So I think I was correct. Oh, not bolting us. This seems like a mistake because now I can go for it. Yeah, okay. I mean, we have to go for it, right? Tap that, tap that, tap that. So, we start with Manamorphose. Red this for green, red. There's Shambling Attendants. Okay. Manamorphose. Red, blue for blue, black. Dark Ritual. I think we're actually doing it. Shambling Attendants. Energy Tap. It looks like our calculated risk may have paid off. Ah, okay. Transmute for Rush. Cast Rush. So I have to tap out of green here. Now I do not want to cycle Street Wraith, but they probably don't have Gut Shot. Let's start with Burnt Offering. And add 4, 4. I have to hit another creature, so I'm going down to 1. Okay, let's Manamorphose for blue, blue. Manamorphose again for blue, blue. Gurmag Angler, back on it. Energy Tap. Start getting blue mana. We gotta hit like some kind of card draw or dig. Oh my gosh, okay. It's a lot of Chromatic Stars. Burnt Offering, not really what I wanted to see. But let's keep digging. I think I'm just gonna blue for blue here. Street Wraith, I can't even cycle that. Okay, Chromatic Star. We gotta find Epicure of Blood, I suppose. I don't need 5 blue. Let's add green, I guess. Gurmag Angler. Okay. So we can play Gurmag. I don't know how we whiffed on all of our card draw. But we can play Gurmag Angler into Street Wraith Weather the Storm. Cast the Lotus Petal. That's something, I guess. This is going to be a weird game. So no Epicure. But we have some like lands. We're at 50, 60 some life against an aggro deck. Okay. Go. I don't, this seems kind of rough for them. Yeah, you got a Naya Hushblade. That's fine. Sulfur Vent. So, if we wait, we're going to deck. That's for sure. How many more creatures are left in our deck, though? 1 Shambling Attendant is gone, so we have a lot of creatures left. I kind of like attacking here. We're at 67. They lose all their creatures if they want to kill our Gurmag Anglers. Maybe we attack with 1, because then we can still Rush of Knowledge. Go. And getting rid of multicolored permanents is good for us. Yeah, I would say our average top deck is better than theirs. Now I don't think I want to attack. They have 2 cards in hand. We could just naturally cast Rush of Knowledge and just try and play like the long game here. 67 life is a lot. Okay. Yeah, I can't afford to lose one of these. Okay. I can't believe this is so many draws without hitting Rush of Knowledge or any of our Preordains. We played 1 Preordain. We have 3 Careful Study and 3 Preordain left in the deck, and 3 Rush of Knowledge, and there's only 25 cards left. That's kind of ridiculous. So we should have been able to go off like without getting incredibly unlucky, but we still might be able to win this game. Because like they can't attack. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with that Gurmag Angler. Because the only way they can attack is if they swing out, and then we just take it. Yeah, I think attacking with Gurmag Angler was bad. Alright, opponent disconnected. They're back. What do they do? I think they should be like attacking with 1 creature or something. Okay, that's a lot of mana. That's 1, 2, 3. So that is all the energy taps in our deck. So we're not going to be drawing those. That's good. Again, we have 3 Preordain, 3 Rush of Knowledge, and 3 Careful Study. There we go. Preordain is nice. Hope you don't have second copy of Weather. I do not, but I can still win. So definitely going on bottom. Do I want Careful Study? I feel like I actually maybe do. So 2 are gone, 1 is here. Yeah, let's Careful Study. I have a lot of cards to discard. I'm not playing Burnt Offering, I don't think. There we go. Go. Another Careful Study. So I think I'm just going to cast Rush of Knowledge. If they Red Elemental Blasted, that's fine. This feels like Red Elemental Blast. Yeah, okay. And that's how we baited with it. We still have more we can draw. It just buys them time. I honestly don't know who wins this standoff. We need them to get impatient and start attacking, I think is our only out. Chromatic Sphere, sure. Red, blue, and draw, I guess. I'm just gonna cast that Street Wraith, I think. No point in cycling it, let's just get Duders in play. If they have any swamps, this would be way better. I don't think they do, though. Okay. I will trade my Street Wraith with a Lightning Bolt. Ah, this makes sense. Oh no, we're down to 58. 1, 2. Let's Preordain. Shambling Attendants is very good, so I can Preordain into it. Let's do that. Preordain again. Brainspoil also works. Put on top, put on top. Cast Shambling Attendants. Go. I don't really want to attack. I think sitting back is better. Burning Tree. So they only have 2 cards in hand. I like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can only cast 1. Maybe I could cast both, right? I can Dark Ritual into all of this. So I can go like Dark Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do it. Dark Ritual. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're just gonna cast Street Wraith. Because who needs the mana anyway? Go. And then we can Brainspoil down a Jund Hackblade. Okay, Chromatic Sphere. We still have enough. Wow. Our deck configuration is very strange this game. I actually cannot cast that, but we're kind of dying here. Okay, another Attendance. I guess. Go. Alright, I think I gotta start attacking now. I'm at down to 9. Double Shambling Attendants getting in. How many lands are left in our deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 4 lands left as well. The bottom of our library is very weird. Alright, so we're gonna kill Jund Hackblade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, never mind. We can't kill Jund Hackblade. This is a sorcery. Alright. And I guess I just play another Street Wraith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Cast you. Go. Okay. That's pretty bad. That extra bolt. I thought Brainspoil was an instant. The fact that it's not is kind of bad for us. Alright, we gotta start attacking. Let's get in with Gurmag. I guess I should just swing out every turn, right? They can't double block all of them. Yeah, I think sitting back is gonna kill me, so we're just gonna try and trade our dudes. Because I could try and like wait, but oh gosh, that's exactly what I didn't want to see. Yeah, Brainspoil, if that was an instant, would also be much better. So I'm only gonna kill 2 creatures because Curd Ape has 3 toughness. That is not the double block you want to make. No, because the double block is double Curd Ape on Gurmag Angler, and I hope they don't see it. Okay, nice. Okay, so Naya Hushblade no longer has Shroud. I think I'm going to Brainspoil here, so we're going to Dark Ritual. Kill this, because it's a 2/3. Go. Playing scrappy over here. I wonder what's in their hand. That's the real question. Nice, so we attack. Shambling Attendants. Go. Curd Ape is technically a double block, but... Ooh, Epicure is good. Okay. Let's attack for 3. And then we're going to energy tap the Street Wraith. Okay, energy tap the Street Wraith. Cast you. Turns out the failsafe of just casting big duders is pretty good. They're at 11. We still have a Gurmag Angler left. Now that's a good move right there. So I can trade Shambling Attendants for 2 creatures. But if they double block Shambling Attendants, then Epicure of Blood gets through. If they double block here... I think I just swing out. It seems like swinging out is going to be the good decision every time, because they're just going to draw more creatures. I don't know. I don't know how to play this game because I've never been in this situation before. Okay, that's the block we expected. They take 7. They fall to 3. Okay, go ahead. We're down to 4 cards in library, so I don't really want to cast these Careful Studies. Ooh, that extra creature is bad for us. But yeah, it's going to be non-stop duders here. So I swing with both. They can take the Shambling Attendant hit. And they can double block here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to see. Oh. Nice. Well, they can't cast that then. Because it's actively bad for them. Oh, they cast it. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. I think that's better for me, but maybe I'm wrong. Cast you. And I believe there is still 1 more Shambling Attendant left. So I have a 1, 2, 3. No, that is the 4th. And Gurmag Anglers, that's the 4th. And Street Wraiths, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is all the creatures I'm going to get. Good to know. Play that. They're down to 2. So if I attack here, they just go double block. And God, do I attack? If I attack here, they double block like this, and I only kill this one. Then the following turn I attack with both of these. They double block. I think this is my best shot. Killing the 3/4 Curd Ape. Mark of Mutiny was actually really good for them. I feel like siding that in was like the worst idea ever. Go. So if they whiff, maybe? I think I cast one too many card draw spells. We swing out. They have to block Epicure. No! Is that the fourth? I think that's game. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they hit a lot of Violent Outbursts. I mean, they're down to 20 cards left in library, so... So they double block here. Actually, they can still... Yeah, they... Oh, that's pretty bad. Wow. Good game, good game. It's about as close as you can get there. Oh, man. Oh, man, that was a crazy game. Why am I not dead? Okay. Oh, man, alright. Well, I think if I had played that differently, I maybe could have won. This is a situation that I'm just not prepared for. Okay, see you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Nuke's Tom. This hand I think is a keep. We got Saprazzan Skerry into Preordain. Hopefully we can hit like another land. Or like a Chromatic Star into another land would be good. Oh gosh, okay. Mono Red is a tough matchup because our Street Wraiths and stuff hurt us. And their clock is roughly the same speed as ours. So it's going to be rough. But we'll see what happens. Because they usually kill turn 4, turn 3 if they get like really lucky. But they have a lot of dead cards like, forget what it's called. It does 3 damage to a creature and 3 damage to the player if you hit landfall. And they kept a 1-lander it seems, so... Okay, we can go a little slow then. We just would like to hit a land drop off this Preordain, if possible. Burnt Offering, Chromatic Star. So, Chromatic Star, if we keep... So let's say we keep both of these, right? We play Chromatic Star this turn. Next turn, we crack Seri, we have blue, and then we can Chromatic Star for... No, because then we definitely don't have a way to go off. So I'm going to bottom both of these and just hope to get lucky. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta play to your outs. In this case, it was hitting a land drop or something. Because if we kept that hand, basically we could put 2 Shambling Attendants in play next turn, but that doesn't do very much. Honestly, though, almost no matter what our opponent does, especially if they're stuck on 1 land, I feel like just putting these guys in play will probably just win us the game. So, like, we go to 15. I think, honestly, just casting all of our spells into Weather the Storm might do it. So we'll see what we draw. Epicure. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's blue, 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 red. We Manamorphose the red, blue into green, black, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in our graveyard. That's not really a whole lot, but we're gonna have to discard this turn if we wait. I don't think I'm dead next turn, so let's wait. We're gonna pass and discard, honestly, probably just this Gurmag Angler. Yeah, although Epicure of Blood, no, it does give us a way to win. Let's discard this. I don't know, that could be wrong because probably just casting Weather the Storm for like 30 against mono red would be enough to win anyway. But we're really in no rush. So we fall to 9. Preordain. Okay, Preordain is good. I think with Preordain we can probably just try and go for it because they're going to hit us down to 5. And if they just hit a land, then we're certainly dead. So let's go for it. Play this, sack this. We could Preordain pre-Manamorphose. That can give us more information. Yeah, I kind of like doing that. Street Wraith, Lotus Petal. So we have no problem hitting Threshold. I think I'm just going to bottom both of these. We got to hit like Rush of Knowledge or something. All right, another Street Wraith. Well, we're fully committed now. But we want to see what we're drawing because as a failsafe, we could Manamorphose into green. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to add black and blue. It's a lot of Shambling Attendants. Okay, so now we go Dark Ritual, Chromatic Star for green. There's Rush of Knowledge. 1, 2. So I can either Rush of Knowledge. This is actually really hard. So I can Rush of Knowledge with no mana in play, which definitely is not going to work out. Okay, so let's go Shambling Attendants. This is where the game gets interesting. Into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can Weather the Storm into another Shambling Attendants. No! Oh gosh, that was bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I think we're losing this one. I mean, we're at 28, so we can just like draw for a long time and then just put creatures into play, but we no longer have the Epicure of Blood combo kill. And if they just have like Lightning Bolt, that's also pretty bad. Alright, I'll block. It's gonna get bolted, for sure. Yeah, you let damage go through. We're at 26 though, so that buys us like quite a few turns. So, how could we have played this differently? Discarding Epicure and keeping Gurmag Angler would have let us cast a Gurmag Angler that turn. And then we would have Gurmag in play, which would be pretty big. So we can go... We can cast another Shambling Attendant? I think we wait though. 21 life is a lot of lives? Ooh, Thermal Alchemist is a problem though. Chromatic Sphere, that's a good start. Burnt Offering. So we can get a lot of mana. We can sec this for black white, and we'll have 1, 2, 3. Nowhere near enough cards in our graveyard to go off. Yeah, we take a lot of damage. So we basically have to go off next turn, because these Thermal Alchemists are going to hit us for so much damage, and we don't have an instant win in the deck anymore because we cast Weather the Storm. So we have to make sure we have enough life to survive 2 turns, which honestly we might not even have. Because they could go like Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast or something. Alright, I'm just going to have 6. I think we're just dead. Any spell, Needle Drop will kill us. Alright, we're dead. So moving to sideboard. We don't actually have that much to sideboard against them. So I think we just keep the main deck configuration as it is. It's basically a race. So we just have to see, can we combo faster than they can kill us? And we'll find out. I think maybe one Weather the Storm in the sideboard for this matchup could be helpful. That way we could Weather the Storm and then still be able to go off later on. Alright, we're gonna go first. Yeah, we keep these. We definitely keep these. This is about as good as we can ask for, except having Epicure of Blood in your opening hand always is rough. Opponent keeps 7. So we're going to go turn 1 Skerry into Preordain Chromatic Sphere. Rift Bolt, okay. Let's go Preordain. I don't want the Star. Do I want the Spring? Probably we're going to need 3 lands, but do I actually want this? I don't think so. Ooh, Careful Study is good. I kind of like playing that instead of Chromatic Sphere. But waiting until next turn shows us what we're going to draw, so we're going to wait. Because I don't think they're going to kill us next turn. So we can... Next turn, Careful Study using Ancient Spring, and then try and go off on turn 4. Needle Drop, yep. Chain Lightning, I will not pay. 13, so... I mean, it's possible they kill us next turn, but let's Careful Study. We need cards in our graveyard anyway. Discarding Chromatic Star, and probably just another Chromatic Star. Play Sulfur Vent, and then... No, not that. And then try and go off next turn. We have 3 draws to try and hit Energy Tap, but we could also like combo off and then play Rush. I don't think I'm living through next turn. I'm at 10 against an opponent with Firebrand Archer in play, so I think we just gotta go for it. Chromatic Sphere, alright. So we do that, crack Ancient Spring, and I'm gonna sack this for, this gives us blue-red. I guess I get red here? No, we'll go blue. Shambling Attendants, alright. So we gotta keep going. Manamorphose, red, blue, into blue, black. 6, yeah. So let's Preordain. We just have to find Energy Tap. Oh, Burnt Offering also will probably do it. We have 9, 10 cards in our graveyard. Okay. Put you on top, put you on top. Then we Shambling Attendants. We kill the Shambling Attendants. 1, 2, 3, and then a bunch of black. We Chromatic Sphere into another Chromatic Sphere. 6. I guess I just pay the extra 1. Black, red, Rush of Knowledge, 3, 4. Oh, there's Energy Tap. Okay. And we can Chromatic Sphere for black. That way we can Brainspoil into Rush of Knowledge. Do we have enough mana for that? 7, 8, 9. So this will put us down to... It's always so close. Because I can also Preordain and Careful Study. So 7, 8, 9. Brainspoil costs 3. That'll put us down to 6. So we're going to end up with 1 mana left after we do everything. And it's going to be a colorless mana. I actually think that's not good enough. So I think I'm going to start out with Careful Study and go from there. Actually, Preordain digs deeper. Rush of Knowledge. There we go. Put you on top. Put you on top. Cycle Street Wraith. Get blue. Rush of Knowledge. Alright, now we Dark Ritual. I think we should have it now. I can't go below 4 because they could Fire Blast us, so I only get 1 more Street Wraith cycle. Just something to point out. Here we can go Gurmag Angler into... I guess I do cycle this, go down to 5. Oh gosh, no, that was bad. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, 5 because the Firebrand Archer kills us. Alright, well we died. That was a mistake. Draw a card. So we were going to... How do we get out of this if we don't go down to 5? Yeah, for some reason I forgot about the Firebrand Archer. So we... God, this deck's so hard. What could we have done? We Chromatic Sphere for blue. I don't know if there's anything else we could have done because we needed to find like a burnt offering so that we could get red. Because we only had 1 Chromatic Sphere to hit blue. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Anyway, see you guys next round. Alright, playing against F3D88. We're gonna go first. Yeah, we keep these hands. This hand is actually really good. We can go off, especially if we find like an energy tap or something. We can go off very quickly. And then we have double Rush of Knowledge. That's gonna be a rough time. We'll see what they're playing. Snow-covered plains. I'm not worried so far. Chromatic Spheres. Let's start with a Careful Study. I'm basically kind of all in on finding an energy tap. Okay. I can kind of just discard Sphere and Star, honestly, and then Preordain. With double Rush, we don't really need spheres. Yeah. Preordain. Dark Ritual is scary. Well, with what we currently have, we can go off turn 3. Right? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so put you on top and top. Play the Skerry. So we can tap the Skerry for mana. And we have like a lot of blue. You know, I kind of regret playing the Skerry. Dark Ritual would have done just the same thing. But if they don't play any blue mana this turn, then we can just go for it. Because, like, I've only seen white. Yeah, okay. I don't know of any white cards that interact with this in a meaningful way. Is this whiteout combo? Glinthawk? I don't know what this deck is. Some kind of Boros aggro, probably. Alright, so we're going to tap Skerry so it goes to our graveyard. The rare play you don't ever see. Ooh, Street Wraith is also good. Oh my gosh, yeah. Alright. That, sacrifice. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. This is a very, very good start. Gurmag. Energy tap. Rush of Knowledge. Cycle Street Wraith. I want to find a Shambling Attendants just because it draws more cards. But that's okay. What? I just clicked that 4 times and nothing happened. Now I'm scared. Hang on, I'm gonna come back. I don't know why it's not adding mana. Alright, we're back. I'm just gonna cancel this, start over. Alright, Rush of Knowledge. There we go. That's the response we're looking for. Alright, now we have Shambling Attendants plus Energy Tap. There. Yeah, so if opponent didn't respond the first time, they definitely don't have a response this time, I would imagine. Okay, that resolves. Now we Energy Tap. And we go Chromatic Sphere. Sphere adds red, so we can Manamorphose for double blue. Okay, Manamorphose. So the way this is going, we can also just set up for a Weather the Storm kill. Like Weather the Storm plus play a bunch of dudes, but this is more fun. So now we draw 8. Okay, there's an energy tab. Alright, let's play this. Add red. And we Manamorphose. Or more blue. Actually, I have 6 cards. Yeah, I can just add blue here. Because I can go Gurmag Angler, energy tap, transmute. Yeah. Gurmag Angler, energy tap. Transmute Brainspoil for the last rush of knowledge. Cast Rush. We have like so much mana in the bottom of our deck. How have we still not hit it? Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of bad. It's like almost deterministic for us to hit a Burnt Offering or Dark Ritual, but it's not exactly determined. Actually, maybe it is exactly deterministic. We have double Manamorphose. We have 3 Burnt Offerings and I guess 2 Dark Rituals left. And I think we have 1 more energy tap too. So if we find any of those, we're okay. But we do have to find it. Alright, Dark Ritual should just seal the deal. So now we can go Chromatic Star. I guess I crack this for red. Then I can Manamorphose. I really want to find a Burnt Offering. I think that's what the card is called. Still have not found it. So we Manamorphose. This is going to add black-red. That way I can Manamorphose again. Oh, what if they're playing Mana Tithe? Can you imagine? Can you imagine a Mana Tithe right now? God, don't... This waiting... Okay. That scared me for a second. I was like almost dead. I'm actually going to add black-green because red doesn't matter. How have I not had Burnt Offering yet? That's ridiculous. So we Manamorphose. I think at this point I just have to add blue. Okay, energy tap also works. Now I can do this. But Burnt Offering is somewhere in the bottom of my deck and I have no idea where. Energy tap. Down to 8. So we Chromatic Sphere for green. Yeah, there are 3 Burnt Offerings in the bottom 7. And green. Still don't have it, but that's lethal, right? Epicure. Yeah, that's lethal. 5. Weather the Storm. That should just be game. Yeah, I guess you don't have to draw your Burnt Offerings to kill them. And even if it's not game, we're at like 60 million life and we have a bunch of like very lethal attackers. Alright, I need to keep Mana Tithe in mind, because that's definitely a card these type of decks could play as like a one of. So if I can play around it, I definitely should. Nice, okay. We're up a game. We're up a game against white duders. I'm just going to keep it. Yeah, we keep these. Oh, we keep these. This has a lot. We're 1 energy tap away from going off turn 2. Okay, so they are probably Jeskai Ephemerate. I actually don't know. Start with the Skerry. I don't want to play Street Wraith because they do play some graveyard hate. Okay. So we're going to try and go off turn 3 if possible. And I'm going to cycle now because I want to hit like Preordain or something. Careful Study is pretty good too. So Careful Study. So I don't think I need the second Gurmag Angler. And Sulfur Vent lets us Manamorphose. So I'm going to discard these 2. And play Chromatic Sphere and Sulfur Vent. And we're set up to go up next turn if they don't do anything. They're going to play Astrolabe. If they have up 2 mana, that's pretty bad. Maybe I should bring in Duress, because Red Elemental Blast is kind of a problem. Let me think. I think I'm going to start by cycling Street Wraith and see what I hit. Careful Study. Because I can wait 1 more turn and have way more mana, but then they'll have mana up. But they could already have Red Elemental Blast. I'm going to wait 1 more turn. Let's do it. Because 2 mana is basically the same as 1 if they only have a single blue. Glinthawk. Oh, do they recast? So now we get to know if they have interaction. Okay, so they definitely have a Red Elemental Blast. Can I beat a Red Elemental Blast? I gotta side in Duress, I guess, in this matchup. If I take 1 more turn, I take 2 damage and I could just die to bolts. Alright, let's I don't think I can beat this Red Elemental Blast. I think I sideboarded wrong. But we're gonna try. Manamorphose. Maybe they counter this. Okay, so we need black, we need blue. Now I Dark Ritual. We actually might be able to beat it. Hang on. Dark Ritual again. Sacrifice this. I think I add more blue. Okay. We might be able to beat the old Red Elemental Blast here. Rush. I would have to hit something good. And no red. Let's see if they have it. Yeah, so they counter it. Pyroblast. So we can careful study into energy tap. Like that. Into rush. Okay. Let's go. Cycle Street Wraith. We can Shambling Attendants. Oh, that's hard. I guess I have to Chromatic Sphere here for blue. That lets us know what we have as options. Okay, double Chromatic Star means we can go again. Yeah. Energy tap. Chromatic Star for blue. Rush. Now I think we're doing it. We add black. We Burnt Offering for... Yeah, I think we just actually have lethal right now. We Burnt Offering again. And then we Manamorphose for green-blue. Then we cast Preordain into Epicure. Oh, yeah, that's also quite good. I actually don't need Brainspoil, so I'm going to put that on the bottom. Put that on the top. We Manamorphose for blue, blue. Cast Epicure. Cast Preordain. Sure. Cast Weather the Storm. Got him! And that's how you beat Red Elemental Blast plus pressure. Easy game. Yeah, this deck seems pretty good. I mean, I got really lucky in finding that energy tap, but that's kind of why we play that way, right? Got him. Okay. That will close off the league. I think this deck's much better. We had an 0-2. I think that was against Burn. But other than the Burn loss, like, we lost against Proboscis, like, almost barely. And I think if we play against Burn, we can maybe, like, configure the sideboard. Because right now our deck is configured to beat controlling decks, of which we played against 0. Like, we have all these Duress, all these Dispel, Khalni Garden, Sulfur Vent and stuff. We didn't play against a single control deck, so maybe that's not necessary. Maybe we need to, like, choose between Duress or Dispel. Yeah, I don't know. So, in conclusion, I think this deck is definitely an improvement. The fact that we get cantrips to cast on turn 1 or turn 2, I think is huge, because it, like, it just smooths out our draws, right? If we're looking for something, we can find it. The other build of the deck, I think, was more explosive, but it went off turn 2, but it fizzled with a very high frequency. Running Burnt Offering and Energy Tap, as we discussed in the beginning, having one card that adds 8 mana is so much better than having one card that adds 2 mana. Or I guess this adds 7. That's just incredible. You only need one Burnt Offering to continue going off, whereas with the other deck, you needed like 2 to 3 rituals to keep going off, and you had to like float colored mana. If we untap with blue, black in our pool, we can just keep going off, because we can either play Shambling Attendants and energy tap it, or Burnt Offering the Shambling Attendants we had in play. So I think this deck is very close to optimal. The sideboard still needs work against Burn. Maybe we bring in rituals to be faster. That's definitely an option. But I think it's really close, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys next time.